Hello, my name is Suzanne Scott and I'm a former national ranked skater. Currently, I'm a healthcare practitioner, chiropractor that volunteers for different figure skating competitions or athletic events within Cambridge. And I like to skate myself for fun and with my children.
Okay. Hi, Sue. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm a little nervous,
okay.
but you're going to show me how to skate today, is that right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so let's assume I've showed up to a public skating event. I'm a little nervous to get on the ice. What's the first thing I need to do? Well,
first of all, you should probably take off your guards if you have any guards on your skates. So you have.
I'm guard free.
Yeah, and usually with public skating sessions, there's a whole bunch of people skating around. And so what I would do first is probably look to make sure the coast is clear.
Okay.
That no one is going to barrel you over. So this is a pretty nice session, so there's not a lot of skaters. So what I would do is probably step onto the ice and probably
hold on to something?
Yeah, I would hang on to the boards.
Okay.
Let me get those out of the way. There we go.
Okay.
So
and just step right on?
Yeah, I would step right on. And probably, you know what, a tip I should mention is before you get to the rink, if this is the first time you've been on the ice, is maybe to get your skates on at home and kind of practice walking around at home.
Okay.
And so you can practice getting up, like if you've fallen, so you can practice all these things before you get on the ice, and then it might be a little bit easier.
That's a good idea.
What you can start off with is just kind of walking, as if you're walking on the street or marching.
Okay.
And just kind of get used to that.
How's that looking?
That was looking very good.
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
And then, and then maybe the first thing that you might want to do on the ice is kind of learn how to stand up if you've fallen.
Okay.
So usually, like if you've fallen, you can get down on your hands and knees.
So I have to fall?
Oh, if you want to fall. If you want to fall.
Slow motion falling. Wow.
That was very graceful.
Thank you. I take pride in my work.
So then what you would do is probably, if you're on a public skating session too, I would say keep your hands in because you don't want anybody turtle, and keep your hands in because you don't want anybody skating over your hands.
Right, okay.
And so that's another thing to do too, is when you're on a public skating session, probably to wear mitts, gloves, and then that protects your hands.
Yeah, I guess I'm not
too.
Exactly prepared. I would probably suggest like a helmet.
Shame,
helmet,
Andy.
Proper gear, gloves.
Yeah,
okay.
No scarves. And also too, like little ones, they can wear snow pants, and so there's a little bit of cushioning there.
Okay, good idea. Yeah, because this is like cold and
you're probably cold. So what you do is probably get onto your hands and knees.
Okay.
And so there's two ways. So you can take one foot and put it between your hands.
Okay.
And then what I usually do is I'll put my hand on my knee and then push up. There we go. That was
He's up.
Yeah.
All right, so we're up, ready to start moving forward.
Okay, so we've mastered the walking.
I think mastered is the proper word.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. So then what we'll do is we're gonna walk and then glide.
Okay.
So then with the gliding that you're gonna walk, well, just glide on 2 feet in a straight line.
Okay, so I just walk, glide is the idea?
Yep.
Okay, feet point forward?
Yes, yes.
All right,
and
so here we
go.
go.
What? Probably a good suggestion is to be relaxed. Bend your knees, because if you're straight as a board, it's it's very, very hard.
So I get on the ice and I hit the walk, glide.
Yep. So you gather up some speed.
Woo!
Yeah.
Walk, glide.
Yeah. And you can even, if you want, it's probably help with your balance to have your arms straight out.
Okay.
Yep. Not too high, but just below your shoulders.
Turn it, and then, okay.
Yep.
That was a pretty good turn, I would say. Okay, try again. Walk, glide. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! I think mastery is absolutely the right word. All right. So then, so once we get, I guess I need to be able to stop.
That's probably a good idea, yeah, to be able to stop. So the most common way to stop is the term called snowplow.
Okay.
So what you can do is you can stand by the boards and learn how to do this, but really you're just kind of using one foot and pushing outwards with your whole blade. So you're gonna skate along and then you kind of turn your hip or your body and try and just make snow.
All right, I can do that.
You can make snow.
So walk, glide,
and
making snow. Is that it?
Yep.
Oh, that was
so I would kind of push a little bit more so your foot doesn't turn out like that. You want to be pushing on the inside of your foot.
So I want my knees together, kind of?
Yeah, like, yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
Walk, glide. Knees together, snowplow. Was that it?
That's better.
Sort of. Well, I stopped.
Well, that's pretty good.
I guess the alternative is to just fall.
Well, or else use the boards.
Or hit the boards. I can do that too. Okay, Sue, well, I feel pretty confident to take on the public skate. We can step on the ice. We can move forward. We can fall. We can get up. We've also learned I'm not a great example of safety. I'll wear my helmet next time.
Okay.
We can glide and we can turn.
Right.
So let's go skate.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're very
All
welcome.
Right, we're off. Whee!